Hello everybody, Bill the Adjuster here with your smart claim tip. And someone had asked me the other day, they said, well, I can't even afford to pay my deductible. That's why I don't file an insurance claim. And I thought, what an interesting thought, because I hadn't thought that way. So let me explain it to you and I'll go over that. So obviously with this crazy year of COVID and unemployment rates and things like that, it's very possible that you're broke. It's very possible that you don't have enough money, and an insurance deductible on top of that may be an absolute nightmare. So let me at least tell you how it works. So where do you start? So I got my house, it's completely run down. What do I do? Do I file a claim? Do I have 2 claims? Do I have 3 claims? I certainly don't have money to file that claim and pay a deductible for each occurrence. And that's how it works, by the way. A deductible is assessed to each occurrence. So looking at our cartoon house there, you got some roof damage, I got a little wind damage. Obviously, that's not a typical house, but what you would do first is identify the damage that would be being claimed. So most likely it's either a wind event, a hail event. Texas, it's most likely a frozen pipe event. And on the whole East Coast corridor, it's most likely thawing of ice and snow with some water damage inside the house. So you would identify your claim, and then you would take a look and say, wow, I have a $1,000 deductible. How does that work? And the way a deductible actually works is the amount of money a claim is worth. Your insurance company doesn't start to pay till basically $1 over the deductible. So if the damage was estimated at $2,500, the insurance company would just issue a payment for $1,500. Your portion of that was the $1,000 that you're responsible for, but you don't actually have to pay it, meaning it just gets subtracted. You're kind of responsible for it. There was $2,500 in damage. The insurance company agrees to that. Their portion that they owe is the $1,500. Now, as claims get larger, $10,000, $20,000, $30,000, you can see how the $1,000 becomes relatively insignificant as far as the value of the claim. So when you file an insurance claim, they will make a payment for an amount that exceeds the deductible, but you actually don't pay it. Hopefully that makes sense. So here's the cool little secret. You actually don't ever pay it. If you're able to get the repairs done on your own, if you're able to get the repairs done and say use your own labor and expertise and save money, you actually may not actually pay that deductible. There are ways in the policy as well where the deductible does not apply. So here's one. You might not even have a deductible. Depending on the type of loss that occurs, there are what is known as sublimits in the policy. Those sublimits are often applied to debris removal. Say a tree lands on your house and the landscapers have to cut away the trees and remove them from your property. A portion of that may actually not be covered under the policy, but any part of that not covered under the policy comes off your deductible. So if you had a $1,500 debris removal bill and the policy limit was $500, they would give you the $500 for the debris removal, and then that extra $1,000, they'll basically waive your deductible. It's called deductible absorption. Happens a lot with theft claims as well. When jewelry is stolen, there's often a relatively low limit. And anything over the limit, meaning let's say there was $1,500 worth of coverage on the jewelry and you lost $2,500 worth of jewelry, they would actually still pay the full $1,500, and that additional $1,000 would have came off your $1,000 deductible. Hopefully that helps. I know it's a little confusing, but there's ways not to have a deductible where you actually exceed a coverage limit and then actually you don't pay it because it's just amount subtracted from the check that they issued. On larger claims, it becomes considerably insignificant. Hopefully that helps, and maybe you'll consider filing a claim even if you're broke as well. Hopefully that helps. I'm Bill the Adjuster. So thank you, and if you like what you heard, please share our video. We offer 24/7 emergency claim service. You can communicate any way you want. We'll certainly review your policy and give you a property inspection anytime you ask. Love to review your policy every year. Listen, if you're invited on this call or shown this tip by a Metro claim representative, contact them with any questions. But if you want something answered directly online, I'd be glad to. You can email me directly at smartclaim@metropa.com.